for his statement. I give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you, Mr. President. We welcome your participation, Minister, in today's meeting as President of the Security Council. We're grateful to the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, and the Secretary General of the League of Arab States, Ahmed Abulgait, for their statements. We also carefully listened to the representative of the civil society, Razan Farhan al-Akila. The Middle East and North African region is experiencing a complex and intense period, inter alia due to the fact that a number of acute crisis situations remain unresolved, often provoked by external interference. And the colonial legacy and its terrible consequences still need to be overcome. A number of countries are still in the throes of political and economic crises, which only strengthens radical attitudes and provokes an escalation of terrorism and extremism. The coronavirus pandemic has come on top of the already complex socioeconomic and humanitarian situation in a number of Arab states. The conflicts in Syria, Libya, and Yemen are still raging. We're seeing tensions in Western Sahara. Their efforts are needed to strengthen stability in Lebanon and Iraq. Urgent steps are necessary to overcome the stalemate on the central question of the region, that is the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. In that connection, we think that the role of the Quartet of International Mediators has acquired particular importance, and we call on the colleagues from the Quartet to support our initiative to convene a ministerial meeting. We expect that the current normalization of a number of Arab states with Israel will not have an impact on the inalienable rights of the Palestinian people and a just solution to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict on the internationally recognized basis. The situation in the region only makes it more necessary for the UN and the League of Arab States to cooperate on combating new challenges, peacekeeping, and jointly preventing escalation of conflicts in the region. That kind of cooperation could contribute to resolving existing disputes peacefully without external interference while protecting the interests of all involved parties and on the basis of the provisions of international law. Russia has always been in favor of increasing cooperation between the UN and the League. In order to strengthen this cooperation, in 2019, in the headquarters of the League in Cairo, a liaison office at the UN was established, and we are in favor of effectively using this channel. We believe that it's important to step up coordination between the League and the special envoys of the UN in overcoming crises in the Arab region in order to find together measures to resolve these problems. Once again, we stress our interest in seeing a strong and effective League of Arab States and enhancing the role of Arab states in preventing and resolving conflicts. We are in favor of seeing all the members of the Arab family on equal footing to take part in developing solutions. We'd like to just recall on the importance of returning Syria into the League of Arab States. We are convinced that this kind of step is in the interest of both Damascus and in the interest of the organization. We believe that cooperation of the UN with regional organizations must be based on the recognition that regional organizations play a leading role in determining ways of resolving problems in this part of the world. Given the potential of the League of Arab States in spreading a interconfessional, interethnic culture of peace and combating radical and extremist ideology, it's important to conduct a dialogue between the UN and the League on the issue of the condition of Christians and other religious and ethnic minorities that have been affected by conflicts. It's in the interest of all states in the Arab region and outside the region to set aside mutual recriminations and suspicions, and especially not to use unilateral sanctions. Unfortunately, tensions in the Persian Gulf are not decreasing, which has had a destabilizing impact on international relations overall. In this connection, we welcome the declared intention of regional partners to seek diplomatic solutions to the current problems. We would like to confirm our readiness to contribute in every possible way to normalizing the situation in the Persian Gulf, both in our national capacity and in our collective format, including through cooperation between the League and the UN. In this context, we'd like to just recall the renewed Russian concept of collective security in the Persian Gulf, aimed at setting aside a confrontational approach and promoting constructive, unifying agenda. Our initiative is an invitation to dialogue, in which the League of Arab States could play an important role. Russia will continue strengthening its partnership and cooperation with the League of Arab States on the most urgent international and regional issues. Thank you for your attention.
أشكر ممثل الاتحاد الروسي على بيانه.